Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Ashton.
And today we're going to finish off the trilogy of Money Game by REN.
Yes, a very good trilogy. Hopefully he sticks to landing. I have high hopes. I have high hopes.
Harry Kellis.
I don't know who Harry Callis is.
He was an announcer for the Phillies and he died after they won the World Series in 2008.
Well,
he was the best.
Well, at least
Harry
he got
Callis.
to see them when they peaked and didn't get to see them when they become what they are today.
Honey, he was with them through the 80s and the 90s, so.
All right, well, the 80s weren't a good time for us either.
We won in 1980. What do you mean? We almost won in 93 too.
We had a bad day in 83 though. All three of our teams lost playoff games in 83.
Yeah, well, I was only like 4 years old, so I mean, I was one.
And then it just happened again like the other day. The only two times it's ever happened in sports history.
All right, you ready?
Of course, I'm always ready. I love REN.
Different beat.
Yes.
Unless he goes back. See? So stop it for a second. I like artists that know how to play their own instruments.
His hands on that piano look like my hands every day.
You're so... I was gonna say it, but I'm not. I'm not gonna say it. No, shut up.
I hear he's bringing it back.
Bring it back.
Yeah, you don't hear it.
To the stuff over their heads.
I think it's more to symbolize that
We're all the same.
yeah, pretty much we're all the same, all faceless under the same money game.
Okay.
I feel like that's kind of been the whole point of this series of songs is that we are really all the same,
We are.
but the people in charge are the ones in charge. They're the ones with faces that you know.
And not just that. We're all the same. They just want us to put us in different categories and make us feel like we're all different, and we're not.
Well, yeah, because divided people are much easier to control. If people are always in a state of fear, panic,
United we stand, divided we fall.
like that. I believe our government learned a lot more from MK Ultra than they released to the public.
MK Ultra is still going on. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they're still doing it.
They didn't stop it. It's
Why
still
do you
going.
think? Why do you think we have all this manufactured chaos still going?
Yeah, I know.
They learned that people can be controlled through fear, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Nah, I ain't scared. Don't pause it again.
Well, I was gonna
He's
go
got
into
the suit and the
symbolism
red
of
tie.
that.
Donald Trump?
No, I don't.
I doubt it.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old, he was walking. 3 years old, walking quickly. 4 years old, he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old, and his daddy told him, listen here, son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here, son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Yeah. Wow, that was a lot for a first verse. But
It's still going.
no, that's a clear pause. That's a clear pause. Clear break in the verse. We can react to that. I feel.
I mean, you
That's
could have
fair.
stopped it a little sooner, but that was fine. Yeah.
I wonder who specifically he means by that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like that was all awfully specific.
I thought they were getting to President of the United States.
I thought we
or
were getting somewhere.
up
Well,
higher.
I feel that's what we're building toward. President
I
of the
don't
United
know. I don't know
States.
because now it looks like kingpin of drugs.
Yeah, but we've also. But if you think our government doesn't have a hand in the drug trade,
Oh, I know they do.
You're
know they do.
insane.
They're in the trafficking. They're in the drugs.
They're in
They're in
everything.
They're in everything. And it's more the black ops of the CIA.
Mhm. It's the ones that aren't.
It's where all the dark money comes.
Yeah.
It's where it's where the money comes from for their dark projects that
that never
we
see the light of day.
supposedly don't pay for, but we
No.
technically do because if it's coming from drug money, then who buys the drugs?
I mean, the FBI put the drugs in the low-income neighborhoods anyway.
I know.
They release crack to low-income, poverty-stricken neighborhoods where they will stay to this day.
Of course. They'll never get it all out.
You can't.
I mean, Trump's trying to stop it, but
And then
it's
I
never
see.
gonna stop.
Yeah,
They'll
I
always
see-
find a way. The problem is he's sealed off the southern border. The problem is they're coming in from Canada now because they moved their operations before Trump even got in to Canada because they knew he was gonna just concentrate on the southern border. So now it's coming in on the northern border. Well, I guess we need a wall up there too.
Well, we got a bigger problem when I see all these videos of like kids on Instagram, like in the hood, people are interviewing them in the hood, like, yo, you ever want to get out of here? And they're like, nah, I was made for that. I ain't never leaving. And I just look at it and I'm like, dude, the FBI are having a field day with that video. So I mean, I don't want to leave. The government will pay for me. Everything's
Not
taken
anymore.
care of.
Not no more.
Like
Trump cut it off.
you see so many videos of it.
I know, but
On
Trump's
everywhere.
cutting it off. Listen, you should not be on assistance for your entire life.
These are little kids saying
I
that.
know, and it's sad. They need to have, like, when I was a kid, I had dreams. Like,
Their dreams are getting Chinese food, liquor, and drugs all on the same block.
it's sad.
What kind of life is that?
It's not a good life.
It's not.
It's sad.
He gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward.
Listen.
I told you it was coming to the cartel.
Listen. Daddy issues are gonna push you to do some stupid things.
Oh, trust me, I know. Boy, do I know.
Stupid things. To try and prove yourself to somebody whose approval that, at the end of the day,
Probably never gonna get.
you don't really need.
Well, you don't need it, but
It would be nice to have it, I'm sure.
Very nice to have it.
I'm sure it would be very nice to have it, but
But-
at the end of the day, it's not a necessity.
It's not a necessity, but
But
everybody wants that approval.
Everybody
from
wants
someone.
it. Everybody does.
And not even just daddy approval.
No,
it could be approval from a
everybody wants
significant
approval of
other.
some
It could be
kind.
an approval from your mom, or
Mm-hmm.
but normally it's from your dad because you want to make your father proud.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mine wasn't around, but I'm sure somebody. If I had daddy issues,
You make me proud.
I don't know how.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Bullet buried in his vertebra.
I don't know how. I ain't done
One in his
nothing
leg.
good.
The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again.
Oh,
Fuck.
we got shot from the cartel. Right. Cartel shot him. Alright, let me just stop and say, as someone who's been in a wheelchair, even temporarily, if I ever have to experience that again, I will not be experiencing that again. Let's just put it that way. I will do everything in my power to ensure I don't end up in a wheelchair. As I hated it the first time.
And the second time?
Well, the second time I never let myself get in one. I was up that same month.
You still had to be in one to go to physical therapy. Yes, you were.
I showed up to physical therapy we didn't go to physical therapy the second time. Because remember the first time we went, they told me, oh, you're not to be out of that wheelchair unless you're here. And then I was there once a week, so eventually we just stopped going.
Oh.
And then I just rehabbed myself from there, because it's like, how are you going to try and have me learn to walk again if I'm only allowed to be on it one day a week for 2 hours that day? That was not going to help me. And so we didn't go back. And then the second time, rather than just going into the wheelchair, there was like no pain in the knee anyway, and I was up walking on it within that month. Because Dave took me to the hospital afterwards, and the nurse yelled at me, "You're not supposed to be walking on that. Your leg's still broken." And I was like, "Are you sure it's still broken? Cause like
it doesn't feel broken.
it don't feel broken. Like unless I'm just a freak of nature, which I could be, but I did not go in a second time. I only went in once, and I'll never do it again." Ooh.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
What's the solution? I'm dying to hear it. I have a solution that I'd be dying to share with the class.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Yeah. Problem is they don't teach the kids to think anymore, and everybody just follows along, and then if you can get more than the next guy, then you just keep it all for yourself. Which, listen, I get you.
That's not how I think American principles have been twisted beyond what they originally were.
Of course they are. It's called subversion of language. We've been doing it for generations.
It used to be take what you need, and if you can, help those around you.
Right, and people don't like to help others.
Nobody likes to help anyone anymore. No, there's no sense of community.
There's always strings attached.
Uh-huh.
Always a string attached.
I did this for you, now I'm going to hold it over your head.
Right. I've done X, Y, and
I've
D.
done X, Y, Z.
Now you can do this for me.
Now you owe me forever, and I'll never let you forget.
Just give me your soul.
Yeah.
Which
it used to be take what you need and help
and give to others.
Give to others, live a good life.
Right.
And we'd all elevate each other.
Right.
Instead, we're all fighting each other to keep each other down, to fight for that one scrap of morsel coming from the fat man's plate up there.
Pretty much.
But I agree with most of what he said.
Yeah,
what he's saying is very accurate.
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
I like the way he ends. I like the way he ended these this set of videos. It was all a different way out, so to speak.
That's never a way out.
I mean, it's kind of like the most instant way out.
Well, yeah, but
For you. It's the most instant way out for you.
for you.
Not for the people around you.
Right.
Suicide doesn't end the pain. It just passes it on to someone
else.
to someone else.
Exactly. Which is never good.
No. But I think a lot of American ideals have been twisted. Everyone's morals have been twisted and corrupted.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's never help somebody else because they're in a bad spot and they legitimately need the help. It's help them so that you can use them later.
Yeah.
And you can use and abuse them until there's nothing left.
Pretty much.
And it's
That was good. I like that trilogy.
yes. I like the trilogy very much. I actually had part 3 pop up in my own recommendation like last week, and I had to I was like, no, because I gotta react to it here, and I can't watch it because then I can't go in blind. So just know that I held myself back for the sake of this very video. You're welcome. But I think that's going to be all for the video.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Ring the bell, and then go to the social medias.
And we'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.